best advice I would give to a first-time DM, to clarify, for those of you that don't know, that means Dungeon Master. To clarify further, not to judge anyone's lifestyle, but it's a kink thing. My advice, if you're running a dungeon, it's always important to think about the people that have come to your dungeon. You got to think, what do these people really want? And that requires a lot of very clear communication. You have to ask very specific questions. Sometimes people will want to play a character. And that's fine, so long as everyone is clear as to the nature of that character and the motivations of that character. Sometimes the motivations can remain secret for a while. They'll come out through the course of play. I could do this all day. Oh, this is a really good joke, and I'm gonna get in trouble for this. Not from the con, like, everyone who knows me is gonna see this and look at me and be like, still, this is really good advice, and I'm getting, it's double advice, right? This is advice for like so many more people than I normally get to give advice to at once. And some people can use this advice in two different places in their life. So right, we've got the basics: good communication, consent, clear verbal consent, understanding of boundaries. This really holds up well. Remember that although you are technically in charge of this experience, it's really in many ways for them. And if you forget that, you just think that you're there for yourself, then everyone isn't going to have a good time. Everyone is supposed to have a good time. Now, some people will say that you have to know all the rules going into a situation like this. And the truth is, being familiar with the rules is helpful. But to think that like, oh, you need to read all the books, before you get into a situation like that, no. A lot of times there's a lot of more free form play. And sometimes if you learn too many of the rules ahead of time, it sort of limits the creativity that a group can have when they get together, because they assume that you can only do this or only do that. If you're curious about what books might be good for this, you can check out my Goodreads profile. I'm so happy. So happy. I feel like I'm borrowing happiness from the future, because I feel like right now somebody this just feels like someone has walked over their grade and they're texting me angrily, and it's like, I don't know what you're doing, but it's very bad. Did I hit, was that good advice? Is that helpful? I'm here to help. Okay, where